Welcome back to the podcast.
Hi everyone, let's learn some English.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our English learning show, where learning English is natural and enjoyable. I'm so happy to be here with you today, and I'm excited to welcome listeners from all around the world. It truly is wonderful to have you here with us. I'm feeling very excited about today's episode. Can you feel the energy? The calendar is about to change, and people everywhere are talking about new beginnings. That's why today we're going to talk about the New Year in English. New Year is a very special time. It marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. It's a perfect topic for English learners because there are many interesting phrases, traditions, and ideas to talk about when we discuss New Year celebrations. Before we jump into our New Year conversation, I have a quick request. If you enjoy learning English with us, please subscribe to Everyday English Academy. Click the subscribe button, give this episode a like, and share it with anyone who is learning English. Thank you so much. Now let's start with some important vocabulary. There are special words we often use when we talk about New Year. Let's look at a few key ones before we continue. The first word is resolution. A resolution is a promise you make to yourself for the new year. It's a goal or a change you want to make. For example, one resolution could be reading more books, like reading at least one book every month during the year. When you successfully follow your resolution, we say you keep your resolution. When you don't follow it, we say you break your resolution. Many people break their resolutions by February, and that's okay. The important thing is making the effort. Another important word is countdown. A countdown is when you count backwards, like 10, 9, 8, 7, right before midnight on New Year's Eve. Everyone watches the clock and counts together, waiting for that exciting moment. The next word is toast. Toast can mean crispy bread, but here it means raising your glass and saying something nice before drinking. At midnight, people raise their glasses and say things like, "To a happy new year," or "To health and success." We can also use toast as a verb. You can say, "Let's toast to the new year." This means celebrating together with drinks. Another useful phrase is ring in the new year, which means to celebrate the arrival of the new year in a festive way. I really like that expression. The last phrase for now is turn over a new leaf. This is an idiom, meaning a phrase you can't understand word by word. Turn over a new leaf means making a positive change and starting to behave in a better way. For example, I might say, "This year, I'm going to turn over a new leaf and be more organized." That means I want to change my habits and improve myself. So now you know these key phrases: resolution, countdown, toast, ring in the new year, and turn over a new leaf. Let's use them in a real conversation. So here's a question for you. What are your plans for New Year's Eve this year? New Year's Eve is December 31st, the very last night of the year. This year, I'm going to a party at a friend's house. It's a casual party, nothing too fancy. We call this kind of relaxed gathering hanging out, where friends spend time together, eat snacks, play games, and enjoy each other's company. We'll also watch the countdown on TV, like the famous ball drop in New York City. There's a huge crystal ball that drops at midnight, and millions of people watch it every year. It looks magical, even though it's freezing outside. I could never stand outside in the cold for hours, so I prefer being warm indoors. At the party, we watch the ball drop, count down together, and when midnight hits, everyone cheers, hugs, and celebrates. At midnight, we usually make a toast with our drinks. Some people drink champagne, while others choose sparkling juice or cider. Some believe you should kiss someone at midnight for good luck, but I usually just hug my friends and say, "Happy New Year." Geez, we're God friends. In my family, we have a special tradition. At midnight, we open the front door to let the old year out and welcome the new year in. It's a symbolic gesture about fresh starts and new opportunities. After that, we make a toast. My dad always says the same words: to health, happiness, and another year together. We also have a big dinner earlier in the evening, usually around 7 or 8 o'clock. We eat special foods, especially seafood like shrimp, crab, and fish. Some people believe seafood brings prosperity, meaning wealth and success, in the new year. Many cultures have lucky foods for this holiday. At my friend's party, there's also a tradition of eating black-eyed peas. It's a Southern American custom, and people believe it brings good luck. Honestly, I eat them more for tradition than taste. In some countries, people eat 12 grapes at midnight, one for each month of the year. You eat one grape with every chime of the clock. Each grape represents good luck for that month. It's fun and a little challenging. I might try that this year. Now let's talk about New Year's resolutions, because this is one of the most common topics when people talk about the new year. Do I make New Year's resolutions? I do. Every year I think about what I want to improve. This year, my resolution is to learn how to cook better. I want to make more international dishes like Thai food, Italian pasta, and Indian curry. That sounds delicious, right? I want to expand my cooking skills, and honestly, I'll need some taste testers. I'm happy to invite friends over and practice together. Cooking feels like a useful and enjoyable goal for the year. Another resolution I'm thinking about is exercising more regularly. I want to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. That feels like a solid goal, not too extreme, but still challenging enough to matter. I've learned from past years that if my resolution is too difficult, I usually break it by February. So now I try to set realistic goals. Many people say they want to get in shape, which means becoming healthier and more physically fit. That phrase is very common around New Year's. Gyms are always crowded in January because everyone wants to turn over a new leaf. But by March, many gyms are quiet again. That's why I'm trying to keep my goal realistic. 3 times a week feels possible. People also make resolutions about money or relationships. Common ones include saving more money, spending less time on social media, being more patient, or calling family members more often. I think the key is choosing something that truly matters to you. If you make a resolution just because everyone else is doing it, you probably won't keep it. Now, let's talk about New Year's Day, January 1st. New Year's Day is usually very quiet for me. After staying up late on New Year's Eve, I sleep in. Sleeping in means waking up later than usual, maybe 10 or 11 instead of 7, because my body needs rest. When I wake up on January 1st, everything feels different. There's a fresh feeling, like the year is full of new possibilities. People often call it a fresh start, or a chance to kick off the new year positively. Kick off means to begin something with energy. You might say, I want to kick off the new year by organizing my home. In my family, we kick off the year with a big brunch instead of a rushed morning. Brunch is the meal between breakfast and lunch. We make pancakes, eggs, bacon, fruit, and lots of coffee. Everyone comes in comfortable clothes, still sleepy, and we sit together for hours talking and laughing. It's a tradition we've had for years, and it's a gentle way to start the year. We also watch the Rose Parade on TV, with beautiful flower floats from California, and sometimes American football games later in the day. Yes, college bowl games are a big deal in my house. My dad loves them. He sits on the couch all afternoon with snacks, watching football and relaxing. It really feels like a classic New Year's Day scene. I think New Year's Day is all about balance. Some people jump right into their resolutions and go for a run or clean their whole house. Others just want to rest after a busy holiday season. Both choices are completely fine. There is no right or wrong way to spend New Year's Day. Now let's talk about how different countries around the world celebrate the New Year. New Year traditions are fascinating everywhere. In Scotland, there's a celebration called Hogmanay. People have street parties, fireworks, and a tradition called first footing. First footing means the first person to enter your home after midnight brings luck for the year. Traditionally, it's a tall, dark-haired man carrying gifts like coal, bread, or whiskey. In Spain, people eat 12 grapes at midnight, one for each month. In Brazil, many people wear white clothes and jump over ocean waves for good luck. In some Asian countries, families clean their homes before New Year to sweep away bad luck and welcome good fortune. A clean space represents a fresh start. In Denmark, people break plates on their friends' doorsteps. It sounds strange, but it's a sign of friendship. The more broken plates, the more friends you have. All these traditions show that New Year is celebrated everywhere, but in very different ways. It's universal, yet unique to each culture, and that's something special. New Year is also a time for reflection. Reflection means looking back and thinking carefully about the past year, what went well, what was difficult, and what you learned. I think about good memories, challenges I overcame, and moments that shaped me. Overcame means successfully dealing with something difficult, and that feeling is powerful. I also focus on gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful. Even in hard years, there are always things to appreciate, like family, health, and small moments of joy. After reflecting on the past, I think about the future. The new year feels like a turning point, a chance to reset and start again with hope and possibility. Today we talked about New Year's Eve, resolutions, traditions, food, and celebrations around the world. We learned key words like resolution, countdown, toast, and turn over a new leaf. We also practiced useful phrases like hang out, kick off, get in shape, and sleep in. Now you have the tools to talk confidently about New Year in English. Here's a small challenge for you. Leave a comment and tell us your New Year's resolution. What do you want to change or achieve this year? Try using today's vocabulary. You can write, my resolution is to, or I want to turn over a new leaf. Don't worry about mistakes. Practice is what matters. We read all your comments and love hearing from you. Before you go, please subscribe to our English learning show and click the notification bell for new lessons. Give this episode a like, share it with a friend, and keep practicing your English. We wish you a joyful new year filled with health, happiness, and progress. See you next time.